the stars. Joey Bishop, Brett Sommers, Charles Nelson Reilly, Arlene Francis, Richard Dawson, and Joyce Bulifant as we play the star-studded Big Buddy Match Game 76. And now here's the star of Match Game 76, Gene Rayner.
Thank you, Johnny Olsen and friends. There. May I join the group?
Why not?
Living apart?
No.
Oldies but goodies.
Oh, you're like a cinnamon bun.
That's as far as I'll go.
Okay. No tasting. Shall we have a go at it?
Why not?
All right. You ready? Yeah. Okay. Today's wearing a red wrinkled sweater. Yesterday wore an orange wrinkled sweater.
Do you ever occur to you that the sweater may be straight, my body's wrinkled? Did that ever occur to you?
Thought you'd never say it. All right, let's say hello to Sergeant Kathy Ruhr and Tad Larson. Kathy's our current champ, as you well know. She's won one game, and she has $200 to her credit. She's being challenged by Tad here, who has had both of his questions, and he's matched 4 of our celebrities. Now, when we get to you with your last question, you're going to have to match 4 to stay in the game and achieve a tie. If you match 5, however, you could win.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
All right, we'll do this right after we do a little business with America. Pay attention. Push this button, reveal our second and final round question. Kathy, you ready for this? This is all yours now. Here it is. Slow now. Everybody plays, because she didn't match anybody in the first round. Okay. Frida said, she said, being married to a butcher is terrible. Every night he brings his blank to bed. Being married to a butcher is terrible. Every night he brings his blank to bed. Did you hear that, Kathy? Okay, you think about that while they're writing up here? Okay, put it right in the slot there. That turns on your light, Arlene. You got the idea.
Exactly as I'm told at all times.
There must obey orders.
All right, I certainly will. Aye, Captain.
Yeah?
Can you really even look?
Sure. Terrific, yeah. Okay, everybody's ready. I guess we're all set. Now we'll call on Kathy. Kathy, Frida said being married to a butcher is terrible. Every night he brings his blank to bed.
His knife.
His knife? Okay. She said every night he brings his knife to bed. I don't understand that, but that's what she said.
What do you want from me if she said that?
That's what she said. Oh, it's show and tell time. If you're going to play the game, you got to show it and say your answer at the same time you show it.
To avoid, you know, what might have been the obvious, I know I'm going to get boom, but I said scale.
His scale?
Yes.
You're getting vicious.
Joey, he had psoriasis, right? Is that what you get?
Oh, no. That's a different answer completely.
And she don't get booed?
No. See, she's a petite blonde and you're not. What do you say?
No, she's beyond booing. They feel sympathy for the
I
poor
see.
little thing. I said your cleaver or your knife.
Cleaver or not? There you go. Charles?
I said cleaver.
Cleaver.
Yeah, cleaver's a knife.
Is cleaver a knife? Yeah, okay.
Certainly.
There's another match there. Arlene?
I was clever enough to say knife.
Oh, being married to a butcher is terrible. Every night he brings his knife to bed, according to Kathy. What do you say?
I did say navel.
You didn't? Navel?
I said I didn't.
Oh.
I said cleaver.
Cleaver. At this moment, the score is tied 4-4. If you match Joyce, you win the game. If you don't, we have to go to a tiebreaker.
Why is everybody laughing if you match Joyce?
It's an unlikely possibility, Joyce.
As you will see.
Oh, well,
Every
what
night.
else does a butcher have besides a knife?
Well, there's the butcher block, and there's the
You said it?
liver.
His
Oh,
block.
his
I
butcher
said
block. So that means we're going to go to a tiebreaker with the 8 minute to tie 4-4. So let's wipe the slate clean here. And bing, go to the tiebreaker. One question for each. The one who matches the most will be the winner. Tad?
I'll take A again.
A. All right, we're in a tiebreaker. Everybody plays. Sally the Girl Scout said...
What was wrong with scale?
We're on to another round.
We've, What's past is past.
Okay.
Sally the Girl Scout said nobody was buying my cookies, so I decided to sell my blank.
I got it.
Nobody was buying my cookies, so I decided to sell my blank.
Uncle Gene,
Yes.
now just come up here and check this answer.
Okay.
Now that...
Ya-da-dum, da-da-dum, da-da-da-da-dum, ra-da-da-dum.
You don't think that's it? Maybe not. Okay.
All right.
Wait a minute.
Okay, we'll wait for you, Brett.
Okay.
All right. Everybody's ready. So we'll call on Tad Larson. Sally the Girl Scout said, nobody was buying my cookies, so I decided to sell my blank.
Body.
Body. You see what turns them on, Joey? They're animals. Animals out there.
When is Arlene Francis going to tell me what my line is?
We may find out right now.
Well, I blew it again, but I'm thinking differently. See?
Really?
Well, I never identified Girl Scouts. You know, it's a
Yeah, it's
beautiful
a-
organization with selling the body. You know what I mean?
Right.
So at the risk of being booed,
Yeah.
I decided I was at least remain fastidious. And I said, uniform, see? Sell my uniform.
Wait a minute.
Wait. Okay. Not
Uniform.
much of a...
Uniform. Okay.
Show me where that dingling has bigger lines than I have in the show.
Pull it. All right. Now, Brett.
Uniform is, okay. No matter what you all say, uniform is right.
Uniform. No matter what they say. He's looking for the answer, body.
He's looking for the answer, what?
Body.
Well, he came to the right place. I just thought about my own youth. Body.
Right. All right, one for Ted. Charles?
I didn't say body.
You didn't say body.
I said bod.
Bod.
Oh, you
Two for Tad. He says...
I'm too square for this game. I said badge.
You are
Send
too
your
square
badge.
for this game.
She'd already sold her body. She only got a badge left. Go ahead.
Now, we're up to you, Richard.
She got a badge for selling her body. Right. Excuse me.
Not at all. Yes, I
In
know.
the middle, Richard.
I
Lucky Pierre.
wanted to phrase as delicately as possible.
Right.
I used an English term.
Yes.
Read the question.
Nobody was buying my cookies, so I decided to sell my
Favored.
favorites. Sell my favorites. So that's three for Tad. What idea would you like to? $2.95. Terrific.
I was in the same Girl Scout troop as Arlene.
That's good.
And when we couldn't sell our cookies, we sold our badges.
You did, man. Times
She and
have
I
changed,
matched.
Joyce.
Right.
Okay. So, Tad, that's 3 for you in the tiebreaker, and Sergeant, 3 will tie it, 4 will win it. But right now, before anything happens, this for you.
Well, we're
Middle of a tiebreaker here. Shall we press on? Oh. Okay. We've got this question for Kathy. Remember, 3 to tie, 4 to win. Whoops, there. Lorenzo the magician dropped the card on the way over. No. Lorenzo the magician buried his hat because his rabbit blanked in it. Lorenzo the magician. That's all I do.
You're just
Buried his hat.
He buried his hat because his rabbit blanked in it.
rabbit. Oh, I got it.
Buried his hat because his rabbit blanked in it.
Sometimes I do better if I can read them my very own self.
Is that the spelling we use here?
Oh, that's the spelling.
Okay. So, all right, this chair is ready. And Charles will be ready in a second, and away we go. I'll walk over here to Sergeant Kathy Brewer. Wow. Oh, yes. You had something you'd like to say.
Well, I just want to say I've had one answer correct, and it's going to be the first time in game history, game show history, that a member of the panel didn't finish out the week. That's all I wanted to say.
Well, you'll get it. It's not hard, Joey. All right, Kathy, you ready?
Yes.
Lorenzo the magician buried his hat because his rabbit blanked in it.
Tinkled?
Tinkled? She said the rabbit tinkled in the hat, Joey.
I missed by one number. I said pooped. One number I missed. One little number.
That's right. Okay, that's what he said.
How close I came.
Yes. All right, Brett.
Just a simple, unpretentious, little truthful answer because the rabbit died in it.
Rabbit died.
Don't tell Betty
Died.
White I said that.
All right, Charles, what happened?
I said dude.
Dude. Made doo-doo. All right, Kathy's looking for the answer. The rabbit tinkled in the hat. What do you say?
Well, this rabbit, we did the hat.
We. That's right, Kathy. Now you got to match two remaining ones to achieve another tie. Oh, here we go again, Richard.
Pardon?
Yes. They buried his hat because his rabbit tinkled in it.
I'm not surprised. The little devil doing every time.
Joyce?
He was a French rabbit, so he wee-weed in his hat.
Okay. Someday we may finish this game. I don't know when, but here we go. Shazam. There's another tiebreaker. We're going to run out of tiebreakers. All right, Tad, you ready?
I'll take B this time, Gene.
B, here we go. Another tiebreaker.
Good gravy, Marie.
Nanook said, when we Eskimos go bowling, we don't use bowling pins. Instead, we roll a bowling ball at 10 blanks. Very good question.
How did that start?
Nanook. He said, when we Eskimos go bowling, we don't use bowling pins. Instead, we roll a bowling ball at 10 blanks.
Imagine.
Yes. Write your answer down there, down. Do not let this we can throw that one away.
Johnny, did you put your little answer in, honey?
That's right.
I wanted to write bigger.
Yes. Could you print a little bigger? I mean, some of your answers have been very good, and we'd like to see them.
When you're ashamed of your answers, you always print small.
Oh, I see. All right.
I've had one right answer.
Now, Ted, this is all yours. Nanook said, when we Eskimos go bowling, we don't use bowling pins. Instead, we roll a bowling ball at 10 blanks.
Penguins.
Penguin! Hey! Tad came up with the perfect answer. What do you say, Joey? I don't want to make you feel bad, but
Well, if
has
he
answered.
came up with a perfect answer,
Yeah.
why should I try to improve it?
Well, the object is he's trying to match you.
I thought Eskimo, and he said Afghanistan, right? Afghanistan dog, right? Well,
Yes.
my first thought was Eskimo dogs.
Oh, Eskimo
'cause,
dogs. Yeah.
By the way, I trained Afghanistans. If you need a little help in it, I'll show you how to whistle for an Afghanistan dog. It'll always obey you. You go like this. Here, boy.
Don't evade the issue.
I
Said
put
Eskimo
Eskimo
dog. That's his answer. Brett, what do you say?
I think that there was only one definitive answer, and I think that Mr. Lawson came up with it, and I just followed
Very
right
good.
along
That's one
behind.
for Tad. Charles?
And needless to say,
You know, I'm very much like Joyce, the darling. I put in French also penguin.
Penguin. That's two for Tad. Give the little fella a penguin.
I'd give him one in a minute, but I have to give him Eskimos instead.
Eskimo. They throw the bowling balls at each other, eh? Yeah. Okay, Richard.
Penguin.
Three for Tad.
Funny word, isn't it?
Now,
Funny word.
Joyce Bulifant is one of the great intellects of our time, and I'm sure she thought this through and came up with the perfect answer also.
Penguin.
On the other hand, is right.
Penguin really is a perfect answer.
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
Perfect.
I'll buy that. That was a good answer. Okay, go on.
Now, come on.
I don't want to show it. I'm so embarrassed.
I know it's a rotten answer, but you got to show it anyway. Joey showed his.
Ice cubes.
Ice cube. Terrible. Okay, so again, you're in that same spot you were in last time. 3 to tie, 4 to win. Oh, will this game never end? All right, first we got to do a little business for you. Are you ready for this?
Yes, I am.
All right, 3 to tie, 4 to win. Dumb Dora couldn't find a strainer, so she poured the tea through her blank. Dumb Dora couldn't find a strainer. So she poured the tea through her blank. Now, there's one really terrific answer.
I got it. I do.
Okay.
I've done it before.
I doubt that. Couldn't find a strainer. Poured it through her.
Okay. Everybody finished here? Charles is ready? Terrific. Okay. All right, while I walk over here and talk to Kathy Ruhr, Brett will have finished writing her answer. And putting in, she
He
did.
didn't put his little card in.
Oh, Joey, you didn't put it in the
Well,
slip.
I'm still excited about the fact in Germany it's called Schnickschnack. Didn't get over that yet.
Dora couldn't find a strainer, so she poured the tea through her
Bra.
bra. Of course. The connection, you see, they have A, B, and C cups and tea cups and all that sort. There's some. So she came up with a pretty good answer there now. The winner. Yes.
My mind doesn't even run down that channel.
Really?
I run from a practical. I could never think of putting it through a bra because you could really burn yourself. I was thinking more of a stocking. I was looking in terms of.
Oh, yes. So you said stocking.
I put silk stocking. Yes.
Okay. You gotta show it.
Yes.
Silk stocking, that's what he put. All right, Brett. How about? Ladies looking
Not
for...
only does he give lousy answers, he's not too smart. You can't figure out. You've got to hold that up or I'm going to smack you. Now, I've had it with you. I'm sick of it. I said she put it through her nice white socks.
Nice white socks. All right, so 2 socks so far. Now, wait a minute. Their stockings is a logical answer, Charles.
I'm here because of my beauty. Like Charles.
I said screen door for an interesting twist.
All right, Kathy, you got to match the 3 celebrities on the lower tier here to stay in the game. Arlene, looking for a bra. Give the lady a bra.
The lady doesn't need a bra. She's a sergeant.
Oh.
I said stockings, too.
All right, so Tad wins the game. Richard and bra. And... okay, congratulations. Now, you hang around there for a moment while we say goodbye to Kathy Ruhr. Where are you going from here?
Back to Maryland.
Back to where?
Maryland.
Back to Maryland.
Cold country.
Well, you're going to take $200 with you, together with our best wishes. Kathy, Sergeant
Thank
Kathy
you.
Ruhr. Goodbye, my dear. Ready?
Ready?
Seen it done?
I sure have.
All right, let's get right to it. You can win over $5,000 here, Tad. We polled the recent studio audience, got their best response to this. The wild blank. Now, the answer they gave most often is worth $500 if you match it. If you match the next one, you get $250, and the third most frequently given response gets you $100. Whom do you call on?
Charles?
An area of the country that I'm very associated with, Gene and Joey and Brett. The Wild West.
Yes. There's one.
Joyce?
Isn't there a thing about where the wild goose goes?
Bend over and touch your toe.
You really are a weirdo, Joyce. Joyce?
Those
Yes.
bushes.
All right.
You know what I mean.
Yes, the wild
That's a
goose.
good answer. I would consider it.
All right.
And Richard.
The Wild Bunch.
The wild bunch. You got the wild bunch, you got the wild goose, and the Wild West. Now, do you want one of those?
Yeah, my first thought was the Wild Bunch, and I'm going to go with Richard on that.
Okay. The wild bunch is what we're after. Let's find out if they're up there, and if so, where? May we see the $100 response? The wild bunch is right off the bat. Congratulations, you got it. Okay, Ted, you double the money. And you're up to $200. Before we go on, now let's find out what's under the $250 number. The Wild Ones.
That was a movie with Marlon Brando.
That's right.
$100.
What do you think is under the big one? The Wild West. Wild, wild women. Cigarettes and whiskey and wild, wild women will drive you crazy. All right, go. Wild, wild west. There it is. So, Ted, you've got the $200, and you're going to play for 10 times $1,000, 10 times $100, or $1,000. But before that happens, we've got to do a little business with America, and this is it. Next time, goodbye.
And the #1 answer for the newest host of the Family Feud is John O'Hurley.
Welcome to Family Feud.
He's dashing,
A tête-à-tête.
debonair,
Look deeply into my eyes.
with his refined taste,
A very attractive man.
and deep baritone.
Oh, yes, I'm your daddy.
John O'Hurley is bringing a touch of class to this family.
I feel a little funky.
John O'Hurley hosts the Family Feud tomorrow night, 9:30, 8:30 Central on GSM.
The stars, Ron Palillo, Brett Sommers, Charles Nelson Reilly, Joanne Wally, Richard Dawson, and Fanny Flagg as we play the star-studded Big Money Match Game 76. And now here's the star of Match Game 76, Gene